Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. We have a really good one for you today. Today I recorded with Winning Communication. It's Dylan. We know Dylan. And he brought a clip with him of Meghan being oh so very Meghan in a kitchen. So we're going to break down her antics and her shenanigans and her look at me behavior. So I'm excited to get into all that. Now, this was recorded before we knew that the show was postponed. So if you hear us refer to the show's coming soon, that's what we're talking about. But doesn't matter. The madness still stands, and I'm excited to get into this with you. Thank you so much for being here. Dying to know your comments on this one. So your thoughts on this one, leave them in the comments. Thank you so much and have the best day. Now, here we go. Dylan, thank you so much for bringing this clip. I'm going to hit play. To be honest, usually I'm ready to go knowing what the clip is. I don't really know what this clip is. I've just heard she's a disaster and it has to do with cooking. That's all I need to know. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Now, I always get comments saying, why do you pause it so much? Because we're a reaction channel, reacting to the video. If you want to go see the uninterrupted video, just Google Meghan Markle cooking and you'll find it. But this is our reaction to it. So let's take a look. All right.
Club started in 1929. The owners used to go downstairs to have drinks because alcohol was prohibited, of course, back in those days.
So it was a speakeasy?
It's a speakeasy.
So the only part that it clipped off at the beginning was that it says I think it's the 21 Club, I think is what they said.
Yeah.
So I tried to look into this and I don't really know much about it. So we'll see what she's at a speakeasy. Let's see what kind of cooking she's going to. So we saw her cook toast, salad. And now she's at a speakeasy cooking. Like, it's so weird that somebody that's all supposed to be all about cooking does everything to avoid the actual cooking.
Right? Yeah. Toast.
I don't think a lot of people know the story behind the decor here, which is so specific to 21 Club. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
All the toys were given by our customers, and every single one of them is very unique and special. It started with one of the plane on the other section there, and competitors came.
Talk to me about what's going on here. She flirting with this guy? What's going on?
Well, I think she's trying to be a show-off.
Okay.
Like, when he says he's talking about the place, she's like, speakeasy, right?
Yeah.
Like, she wants to get that word out like she knows it.
Okay.
And she just asked the question.
Uh-huh.
But when she said it's unique, like no other place is like this, she's also taking away like the biggest line he could say, right? Like it's speakeasy was the big point, and it like that would be how he would start, I'd imagine. Like it's totally unique, but she put that in the question. So she's constantly stealing little things to show more knowledge and sort of taking away his spotlight.
Oh my gosh, Dylan, that's such a good point. Yeah, she's taking his talking points. I didn't even think about that. Wow.
Yeah. Very subtly, but definitely.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm looking at her body language here, trying to think about it. I mean, not too much to pick apart there, just always aware of the camera.
Yeah. And just kind of weird expression, just
like Dylan, I'm gonna interview you like this.
Yeah, exactly. Like
that's just how I talk. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
From another plane company and saw the plane there and started to put theirs.
Oh my goodness.
And that's how it started, and now, you know, we have hundreds.
And so today, I know we're going to learn how to make one of your classic dishes that I think is probably one of the most popular I've heard for lunch.
Oh my God, Dylan, now all I see is your point.
Yeah,
so she's taking his point.
Yeah, it's a classic dish. It's the most popular. That's exactly what the chef should be saying, right?
Yes.
So what is he going to say now, right? Like she's... Yeah.
That is such a good point. Wow. Yeah.
Yep. She just stuffs them in the beginning of the question, stuffs it in. I know. Yeah.
So that way it can be a look at me, like look at me knowing stuff. That's interesting. Wow, Dylan, good catch. Absolutely. Now it's all I see. And now I want to go back and watch other videos of her, which we will do for your channel.
Yeah.
But I want to see if she does this. That's such a good point.
Okay, so this is kind of my signature dish that became a 21 signature dish for lunch, chicken paella. The secret with the eggs is that it kind of tenderizes the chicken. We're gonna dip it in panko breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese.
So something that I always get comments on, and I know I'm very aware of, as somebody with a lot of hair, I see her constantly touching the hair around the food. It's so gross. I have a young gosling. I have to teach her. It's just something you teach your child. No, you cannot brush your hair near the food. No, you can't touch your hair on the food. Put your hair back. You know, if she's trying to help me in the kitchen, you have to think about things like that.
You said young gosling?
Yes.
Like, is that a baby goose?
Yes, yeah. Oh, did
Oh,
you not
that's
know I call
funny.
her that? Yeah, yeah. I call her
No,
Gossip. I
that's
don't tell
funny.
any
I'm
details.
sorry. I
You
was
know
just
her
like
name, but
young. It took me a minute. I was like, I bet that's a baby goose. Oh,
yes,
sorry.
that's a baby goose. So I have a baby goose, and that's something you teach your children. No, you don't play with your hair on the food. No, you pull
Yeah.
your hair back. No, you don't do this. So somebody that's around cooking would think about. I mean, I barely cook. I don't like to cook. I like to bake, but
Yeah.
somebody that's barely around it, I know I got to pull my hair back. You just got to think about stuff like that. She's just like, all right, let me be around this food now.
Absolutely. Sorry, I took it on that little side. It's surprise. I'm not used to it, but definitely when you're saying like anyone who eats a Megan dish, probably there's just these strands of hair, she wears a ton of hair product too.
Uh-huh.
So who knows? It's reacting with everything or something.
Oh,
But also, again, I feel like I don't want to get on this too much, but you
no, it's
saw
okay.
how short his response was. Megan stuffed all the points in, then he's like, "Oh, it's my signature gist." Cut. Right? It was so much
Yeah.
more. What kind of interview is that? Where the question was 3 times as long as the answer.
You're absolutely right. So it's me coming on here saying, this is Dylan. I'm going to tell you all about his channel. I hope you're having
Yeah.
a good day, Dylan. Now let's hit play. Like it gives
Yeah.
you no chance to respond.
Exactly.
No chance. Anyway, yeah, no, such a good point. Now it's all I see, and I'm really paying attention
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, guys, you know what, Jen, it's so cool that I know you put a lot of effort into your background and you put a lot of stuff up today and you've been planning it for a while. And you put up these lights and books. Why don't you tell us about it? Yeah, right? It is nice, but right? It's like, what do you do now?
Like,
It's like,
lights and books.
yeah, exactly. And now you look, yeah, it makes them look bad because they're just like repeating, but it was their answer. Yeah.
Oh my God. Good catch, Dylan. Good
Yeah.
catch. So guys, I will say, I don't know when this is going up versus Dylan's, but we're recording something else for his channel next. So go watch that and see if we discover more of it, because I'm going to be stuck on this. So
Yeah.
here we go.
It's like this. So you want to make sure you do this before you pan out the chicken. To break down a piece of chicken like this, you want to start with a big size. Then you want to go with the thinner side.
Just gonna back away.
Ha 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 ha. What? That's
That
right.
was-
What?
Do you have any thoughts on that? Or I have some, but
Go for it. Yeah, I'm just ha ha.
Yeah.
I don't know, Dylan. What are your thoughts? Ha.
Yeah, I think she does that all the time. When there's an attention grabbing moment, she tries to go bigger, but she's super awkward about it. It's like, Harry's doing like his fist bump with that woman, and Megan comes in, "Ah!" like covers it. Like, so he's doing that. That's the main point. Fake laugh, what, me? It's like, no,
Yeah.
remember me. It's super. And the thing is, she does it all so much because it's just her way of being. So it's like there every time. Like it's her way of being.
Yeah, and I'm somebody who's very bubbly and giggly, like just in my natural. I just am. Like I laugh and I get comments. You laugh a lot. I just do, but I find humor in things. She doesn't, and I'm a former stand-up. Like I'm really into jokes and laughing and all that.
Yeah.
She doesn't strike me. She's not known for her sense of humor or cracking jokes or anything. So yeah, it's not. I don't believe it's anything tied to that. So.
Now that you mention, I don't think I've ever seen her genuinely laugh like at something funny or do anything funny ever.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. I think she's too in her own head to do something like that. You can't
Yeah.
just let go and just have a laugh, or you know what I mean? Like normal, like you and I are friends. So when we talk, you make me laugh and I start laughing normal.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha, Dylan.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't think she's that person. Can you imagine? I think about that a lot. Imagine being stuck just at a lunch with her.
Yeah.
Well, it'd just be like pulling teeth. You can't
Yes.
joke back and forth. You can't say anything without being it would be horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. Here we go.
The pounding of the chicken.
So what we do
Pounding
here,
of
why the chicken paella looks so beautiful, is that we take the size of the inside of the plate
Yes.
and we cut out the paella. It's pan it out so it cooks quick. You want to let it crisp up a little bit?
I'm honestly surprised she's letting him. I wonder if they cut around it. I'm surprised she's not interjecting to say, now, do you cook this amount or that? You know what I mean? Something, again, to steal thunder, like she's the reason.
cut it out. Because I feel like she was kind of, she's like, chicken. Like, she
Yeah.
sounded so dumb. Like, what was she even saying? Like, I need something to say. And,
Pounding chicken? I just want to make so many jokes about that.
oh my.
Well, no,
And,
because of the roast chicken thing. I'm not trying to be gross. I'm just saying, like, like that's an ongoing thing with her. So
yeah. And it's also such an opportunity squandered. Like, this seems so cool. Like, a top chef, you're like over their shoulder to watch them cook. It's like to not actually enjoy it,
exactly. No, I totally agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to use arugula. It's a little bit on the bitter side.
Yeah, I love the pepperiness of arugula.
Now it's all I see. He can't even talk about his arugula. And I love the pepperiness of arugula. Okay.
Arugula's peppery?
I don't know. I thought it just tastes like grass. I don't.
I hate arugula.
Oh,
But
do
I
you?
know it's healthy. It tastes like grass. I'm like,
Yeah. But if
yeah.
you mix I mix avocado oil and like some seasoning on it, it makes it taste better. So,
okay.
but that's funny though, the pepperiness of it.
Yeah, just throwing in. I know things.
That's right. It's like, hey, Dylan, tell me about your dog. But let me tell you guys, Dylan taught it to jump through a hoop. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah, or even just like totally irrelevant. Like, did you know poodles don't shed? It's
Yeah.
like just randomly in the conversation. Like, I know things.
That's true.
They are organic from the chef's garden, which is in the Midwest. A little bit of thin herbs, a little bit of lemon vinaigrette. Great for the spring.
I love this too because it's a really healthy dish.
The salad makes it nice and.
That's funny that he didn't even acknowledge what she said. I love this too. It's a healthy dish.
Yeah.
I'm noticing her position now. Hands on hips. That's not really. I'm learning stuff. If you're talking to me, if you're teaching me about poodles, I'm not. Okay, tell me about poodles.
Great point. Yeah. I didn't think of that, but absolutely, I don't think I've ever been learning in my life and doing this. Like, it looks more like appraising, maybe.
Yes, exactly. If I saw this position, I would think, not knowing her, I would think, okay, so his boss is making sure that he's making the dish correctly or something.
Yeah, it's like Gordon Ramsay or something on one of those shows.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. She's supervising.
Good eye. Yeah. I don't know.
Thanks.
Yeah.
People appreciate that actually. Like,
of course.
A little bit of truffle oil. This is my secret weapon.
And it wasn't even like a quick, you can catch anybody off guard and freeze frame them in a weird position. She was genuinely standing there like that for a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's weird.
Try to make a nice little nest so it fits perfectly in the center of the plate. See, everything has to be a little bit on the fancier side here. So even a traditional chicken paella has to look beautiful.
It's a perfect lunch dish because I like protein in the middle of the day. And I like a little.
So, yeah, I guess it just jumped over to this.
Which is another good clip.
I want to eat that thing that he made, though. That looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hit play.
A little decadence. This is the kind of restaurant that when we start.
Is it just me or did she look pissed there? I know pissed means something different in the UK, but did she look mad there a little bit?
Yes.
A little bit? Okay, she's mad that bald guy's talking.
In the show, we would have had a giant debate about.
Why?
Well.
Why? Dylan, why? Why?
Yeah, and
Kevin.
Oh, God. Why?
Oh, no problem. Yeah, just what you were saying. I suspect the irritation. He seems very well-spoken, confident. He's probably hard to interrupt. So it's harder for she's frustrated. That's my hypothesis.
You might be right. I wonder if she's having trouble backloading those questions or front loading or whatever the word is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not having it from her, maybe.
Yeah.
Kevin Bray.
Our good friend who directed the pilot.
Yeah.
Had a very specific.
That's interesting. I know this sounds crazy. I'm nitpicking, but go with me. Okay. So did you see that? She's eating the British way.
Oh.
Fork upside down.
Wow.
My friends in the UK eat fork upside down. Our friends in the US, we go fork upside up. Right there.
Yeah. Wow.
Because we got to shovel it in.
Yeah.
I wonder I would like to know if he's eating that way and if she's mirroring him.
Interesting, yeah.
Or if it's like a way to show I'm well traveled.
Yep.
Idea for the aesthetic of the show, which is what you generally see, the glass and steel, sort of modern Midtown New York. And so in the pilot, we stayed away from old New York. Do you think you could also get the chef to show us the secret wine cellar?
Okay, now I'm even more confused. So wait, who's this guy? So he's to do with Suits then? Then that makes her position even weirder.
Yeah, I think he's another food host type thing.
Oh, okay. Because the way he's talking about we did this, we did that. I thought, is he involved in Suits? Doesn't matter. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yes. Has to be done.
Do you know the story behind this thing?
She's like,
Yeah, it was a speakeasy when
It
it
was
first
a
opened.
speakeasy, and I don't know exactly where it exists on the premises, but technically the wine cellar itself is at a different address.
like, ask me any question, Dylan.
What did you eat today? Yeah, look at, oh my gosh, that freeze frame. If this were me, that would probably be my thumbnail. If this
Yeah.
was my kid of that.
I may just have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I can do it in real. I might be able to do it. Everybody, bear with me. I might be able to do
Yeah.
it. Hold on. I think I can do it.
Just-
See if we can get it. There you go.
Oh,
Screenshot. Okay, go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah, not again. I get it. You can pause anybody. You can pause me in a weird spot, and I might look like I'm mad at you, Dylan, and I'm not. But it's more than that. It seems to be this almost tude. I don't know how else to say it, like an
Oh,
attitude.
absolutely. Yeah. No, it's, I mean, it's there. You know,
Yeah.
it's there. Like, yeah, you could pause things weird, but like, it's all together. I feel like
Mhm.
normally you do the random snapshot, the person looks more awkward more often, but
Yes,
her,
like
it's
you're
like
mid,
all the time.
like
Yeah, like,
sentence or something,
yeah.
But exactly. So if she was like normal, happy, whatever face smile, I get like this,
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's weird. All right. Maybe she knows this guy can't do anything for her, so she's just not really interested in talking to him. I don't know.
Yeah. Or he's carrying on more of the conversation than the other person. It's harder to do what she was doing.
You're probably right.
Look at this again too, right?
Oh.
Freeze frame. Like again, it's awkward, but it's also like a little bit of like, huh? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but like the eyes are a little like.
I might have to screenshot this. We may end up using this as the thumbnail.
Oh yeah.
Dylan, I need you to do me a favor real quick, okay? You and I are both gonna hold on. Okay, we're both gonna make this face. Ready? Make this face.
Wait, I can't even do it.
There, I screenshot us all. We're all going in the thumbnail.
Okay.
Anyway, that's just silly. Yeah, this is weird. Let's keep going.
So this is
That I didn't
this is
know.
21, and the wine cellar was, I think, at 19.
Maybe I'm wrong here, but the thing that's also bothering me a little bit, and again, I know I can't stand her. I'm not just looking for flaws. I'm legit pointing out. Maybe they told her to eat during the interview. I just find it so distracting.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not eating. I mean, he was eating, but like when he answers questions, like right now, he's clearly not. He's just speaking.
Yeah.
He's, yeah,
Yeah, it's a little bit distracting.
Is that in your opinion, do you feel like that's an attention grab, or just I can't be bothered to follow the rules, or to
maybe just awkward?
Normal etiquette? Okay.
Yeah, I think the second one.
Okay.
And the idea behind that was if somebody walked in and said, is there liquor on the premises, they could look at them with a straight face and say, no, there isn't.
Oh my gosh. How do you know that?
I read.
Thank you, G.
That's my laughing. Next time you tell me something funny.
Yeah.
I don't believe she possesses a sense of humor.
No.
But even this, I'm noticing, if you make me laugh, this goes back into her coquettish movements where she's just like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm laughing, it's just like, not.
A lot of her like intense emotions, like crying, sad, and he's laughing, they don't look like someone doing it. They look like someone who's like, what does a cute person in a movie look like doing this and trying to copy it?
That's exactly it. I always say she's like an alien that came to Earth, doesn't quite know how to be a person, and tried to study. You know what I mean? Like maybe watch movies or something to be a person, and just kind of gets it wrong. That is funny. Why would you say that, Dylan? This is how when you made me laugh with Leo earlier, I was just like weird. Oh, I think that's it.
All right.
Well, thank you for bringing that. Any final thoughts on that? I
No,
mean,
thanks for having me. And check out, we're gonna have collabs up with Jen. We probably have a couple coming up, so check
yeah.
them out and other reaction videos on my
And
channel.
while we do, put your hands on your hips and judge
Yeah.
away.
Yes.
Everybody play with your hair while you're around food. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
But Dylan, as always, thank you. So, a reminder, let's go support Dylan. Dylan did a lot to help these dogs. We're going to do what we can to help Dylan. So, I know I watch most of your stuff, but I know there's ones that I've missed. So, I'm going to go back and watch a couple of those and let those run.
Yeah.
And if you
Thanks.
guys can do the same, just let them run, like
Yeah.
we'll try to help out so that way we can support your channel, support the dogs, do good
Thank you.
things. But of course, Dylan, thank you as always for being here. Always a pleasure. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for having me. It's always a blast.
yeah, and I look forward to reacting more stuff with you. And yeah, we're going to head over to your channel next. So guys, go find us on Winning Communication. Bye. Well, guys, what do you think? I need your comments on all of this. Let me know in the comments below. Again, a huge thank you to Dylan, Winning Communication, for recording with me. We'll go back and watch some of his videos and help him out. Oh, she's such a control freak, isn't she? Can you imagine being in somebody else's space at their job and you're like standing hands on hips, like you're supervising them? Like who does that? Who do you think you are? I'm going to show up to your work. I'm going to critique what you're doing and I'm going to stand there with my hands on my hips. It's just weird. I'm going to play with my hair around the food too. Guys, I appreciate you so very much. I truly do. Now, at this point, this is where I want to recognize my Patreon members. I'm going to flash my executive producers on the screen right here. Thank you all so much for your support. You're wonderful. I appreciate you. I've had a bunch of people sign up recently, so I'm adding your names to the list. If you're not quite there, if you're not on there yet, it'll be there soon. But thank you so much for being here, for supporting this show. It means the whole wide world to me. I really appreciate it. Again, a huge thank you to Dylan for just always being so kind and recording with me. And guys, I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. So you have to let me know in the comments. This Netflix thing, there's just no way, right? We keep hearing about this Netflix cooking show. There's no way. What are they thinking? It's got to be a fever dream. Anyway, guys, especially with the abysmal failure that is Polo, I can't imagine anybody wants to take any more shots with these two. But let me know your thoughts. Thank you as always for being here. I appreciate you so very much. I truly do. And I hope you have the best day. Bye.